What up, Dokkanners? Welcome back to Toonami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Today's video is a look at my favorite teams in Dokkan right now. I don't think I've ever made a video like this before, but I've been saying a lot recently that certain teams have just been ones that I like to use typically. When you guys see me do the virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash, I tend to use a theme team. That theme team tends to be the one that's my favorite. Lately, I've been using Universe 6. So there's been a lot of deliberation going on in my head recently about which team I enjoy using the most. So this video is just a video on which teams I enjoy using the most. This doesn't necessarily mean that one team is superior over the other. This has no reflection on the meta. Maybe a little bit, but it's nothing concrete like if I like this, therefore it's the best team, or if I don't like this, therefore it's the worst team. These are just some of the teams that I enjoy to use. I've never made a video like this before, so I figured I'd start now. And I might do this every now and then, so once the, like 10 more categories drop in Dokkan, which will happen probably in like a week, then I can make another one. So that is the point of this one. So today, let's begin with my favorite so far. There's not going to be a real particular order here, other than maybe like the first two. Everything else kind of mixes in after that, but my favorite team is still going to be Universe 7. There's so much sentimental value for me on this team because, as I mentioned before, I started playing Dokkan right as the Tournament of Power was ending in Dragon Ball Super. So I was just seeing Vegeta go Royal Blue. I was just watching Goku regain Ultra Instinct. I was just seeing Frieza helping out, for like 10 seconds. All of those great moments at the end of the show, I was there for all of it. And that was really where it reignited my love for Dragon Ball, because I've always been a Dragon Ball fan. But not many people know this. There was about maybe a 2-year gap where I just kind of stopped watching. I mean, obviously, because there was nothing going on with the show, right? Dragon Ball Z had ended, Dragon Ball GT had ended. There was nothing, and then they kind of brought things back with Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, and then they brought in the Super TV show. So there was a little time where I just wasn't really playing Dragon Ball. I hadn't even started playing smartphone games yet, and I just never knew about Dokkan. And I started getting into Dokkan as I was watching Tournament of Power. So there's always been this sentimental connection between Dokkan and Universe 7, because also when I started, it was at the end of the 250 million download celebration, and in part 3 of that, the main unit, the coveted unit, was the Goku Frieza. And when you start the game, they kind of boost the rates to kind of reel you in and hook you into the game. I rainbowed this LR before I even knew what I was doing in Dokkan. I kept pulling the same unit over and over and over, and I in fact got annoyed. I still remember wanting to sell the unit, not even bob the unit, but sell the unit, because I thought that I was getting so unlucky for getting the same unit over and over. But it turns out that I rainbowed this LR before anything else, even free-to-play LRs. So there's a lot of sentimental value, and I really thought that this new category that we're going to talk about in a second was going to upstage this, but I still have way too much fun. Goku Frieza is my first LR rainbow. Royal Blue Vegeta is just one of my favorites because Royal Blue in general I love. UI Goku, probably the most hype unit I've summoned for all year, because again, it takes me back to those moments when I was watching Super. So this team is just too strong, too good, and too reliable. Like, everyone here does their part, including Android 18, who's actually probably the tankiest unit on the entire team. She changes orbs, then she uses those orbs to nuke and gain massive defense. Like, this team is just so good. There's no int unit here. I kind of wish that there was. I like having a full variety on the team, but I mean, this is a pretty good team as it is. The reason why I can't use an int, like if you have to choose, let me show you who you can actually choose from for int on the Universe 7 squad. It's UI Goku, it's the free-to-play 17, Piccolo, and Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza kind of poses a problem because he lowers allies and enemies' attacks by 10%, or 15. So I don't really want to be nerfing the maximum damage output potential that this team could do, but yeah. So this team is just amazing. So that is my favorite team. I really thought this next one was going to upstage it, but thankfully it hasn't. And that is Universe 6. This is a close second. I am absolutely in love with the Universe 6 squad. After the Goku summon, I would say, honestly, actually, wait, no. Let me word this carefully. The Goku summon was the most hype LR summon for me all year. That much is certain. I still use the super attack animation for Goku, UI Goku, on my streams when I need to like make a purchase in-game while streaming, or I have to go do something, I cover up the screen using that. But probably the most worthwhile summon has actually been Kefla. I don't mean this in like saying that I spent over 1,000 stones and it was worth it, like worth getting shafted. Nothing is worth that. But I mean, actually picking up this unit has benefited me in terms of my enjoyment of the game. The reason why is because this unit fits, it just brings everyone together. Like, you could easily run a Universe 6 team with Hit. You could easily run a Rapid Growth team with other leads, like I think Gohan, the LR Gohan, is a Kamehameha. I mean, obviously he's a Kamehameha lead, but he's in Rapid Growth as well. So you could just run a Kamehameha team and boom, you've got Rapid Growth figured out. But the reason why this unit is so good for me is because now I can run Peppy Gals with a Universe 6 squad. I can do Universe Survival Saga and Peppy Gals at the same time on LGE. Like, there's just so much you could do. And this team is so destructive because with these two TURs, the base Saiyans in Universe 6, these two work so well together. The LRKFC and the TUR work so well together. And then there's also even more versatility in the free-to-play side. I mean, Universe 6 is so good with free-to-play. Like, these two TURs that we just got, the caulifla and the kale. Kale is a great support. Caulifla is a great tank. Yeah, tank. She's a tank. And then we've got one of the godliest, no pun intended, godliest supports of all time in Vados. I still haven't been able to fully use Vados in her maximum support capacity because I never really tried, but you can make Champa gain 80, was it 80%? 80% or something like that in support just from this unit, because Champa fits in all of those categories that she supports, so he gains the benefit 4 times over. So this team is really, 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 really good. To this day, ever since I summoned Kefla and I maxed her out, I have been probably running 10 to 12 events or quests with them every single day. So I have way, way too much fun with this team. And then, so after this, everyone else kind of just blends together. I don't really have any particular order, but the top 2 would be Universe 6 and Universe 7. So after that is Fusion. I am a Gogeta fan. Out of the two, Vegeta and Gogeta, I am Gogeta all the way. And this team is very fun for me. Now, defensively, obviously, it's not the best because the Fusions typically don't have defense. What they don't have in defense, they gain or make up for in pure offensive firepower. They also have some dodging, and I mean, the whole thing about Fusion is the less health you have, the likelier you'll fuse, right? So having a lot of defense to begin with probably hurts you in the long run in terms of bringing out the big guns, so it kind of works out. Also, one of my favorite free-to-play units of all time is on Fusions, which is the Ghost Tanks. For the longest time, Ghost Tanks was actually my favorite unit altogether. This unit just basically does everything. It can stun, it heals, it nukes. This unit is really good. Plus, the EZA for the other version of the Super Saiyan Gotenks is also really good. Supports. It also braces for impact with raising its attack and defense for 1 turn, also with a chance to stun. There's a lot of utility on these Gotenks units, and then these guys just do a ton of damage. I rainbowed Gogeta before I even picked up 1 copy of Vegeta, so clearly Gogeta likes me just as much as I like them. Him? Them? Would Gogeta be considered a him or a them? Whatever. I don't care. So this guy's not only a fusion lead, but also a last resort lead. But I'm gonna, for these teams, I tried to separate as much as possible so that there's no overlap. Like, there are certain teams that could bring multiple units. Like, for example, I wanted to bring a Kamehameha team, but there would have been a ton of overlap with the other teams that I have here, so I didn't mention that, which is why you're only going to be seeing about 7 of my teams. But anyway, yeah, so the Gogeta, LR Gogeta, the AGL Gogeta, these 2 units I kept pulling, for whatever reason, a ton when they first debuted on their banners. So I very much like these 2 units, and they like me too. And then the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is still probably one of, I think it's in my top 3. I'd say after these 2, the top 2 Gogetas, I would say the Super Saiyan 4 is my next favorite. I just love what he can do, greatly raising attack and defense for 1 turn, countering, providing some nerfs. This unit is so good. When he gets his EZA eventually, which he will, he will be the most powerful fusion. I'm telling you. So this team just wrecks. I love it. Up next, Vegeta. You guys know I'm a Vegeta fanboy. Vegeta all the way. Not Goku, Vegeta. I actually kind of don't like Goku. So Vegeta is my favorite here, and therefore there has to be a Vegeta's family category. There just has to. So I decided to put together a Vegeta team. This is the very first SSR I ever pulled in Dokkan. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, which means so much to me because ever since Goku went Super Saiyan 3, and you know who you are, Vegeta fans out there, you know you wanted Vegeta to do the same thing, and it never panned out. He always kept getting clapped at Super Saiyan 2. That whole fight when he was stalling against Kid Buu, it was cool and all, but I didn't like it because I was like, yo, why does Goku always have to be stronger? When Vegeta had that whole moment where he recognized Goku as a superior fighter, I was like, yeah, that's cool and all, but can you get to Super Saiyan 3 already? And the first unit that I pulled, literally the first SSR that I pulled, it's Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. So he has been another sentimental unit for me. One of the best tanks in the game. He used to be the greatest tank of all time. Unfortunately, he has recently been dethroned, but still very good. He stuns, he tanks, he's crazy. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, my favorite form of Vegeta. He's the lead for the category. He's also an LR and a beast. Love this guy. I mean, everyone here is just stupidly good. Like, this Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta is broken. This guy's an easy A. This guy's a support. Transforming Vegeta. Not a fan overall of his build, but, I mean, I'll still take it. He's still good. And he's also a great lead for Pure Saiyans. And I would have put Royal Blue. In fact, you know what? I am going to put Royal Blue in here. Let me take this out. Let me just put Royal Blue in here because I can't believe I didn't. Royal Blue, these two are my favorite. These are my favorite forms of Vegeta. Super Saiyan 4 and Royal Blue. Those are my two favorite forms of Vegeta. So, yeah, this is the squad. Anytime I have to run a Pure Saiyans, I always run Vegeta, not Goku. Everyone likes Goku. Can we give Vegeta some love here? Up next is the Target Goku Androids team. I mean, it's pretty much Androids. Androids has surprisingly become one of the meta teams. And it's led by my boy, Android 13. I've always liked Android 13. Ever since he went Blanca mode in the movie, this guy is stupidly good in this one. And I always get to do my little combo whenever I use his attack, so that's always fun. Plus, this was before I started watching JoJo, so when I started doing that combo, that whole thing, I didn't realize that was a thing in JoJo. I didn't know about any of that. I didn't know it. So it makes me like it even more now that I've watched JoJo. So the androids, they're stupidly good. My favorite LR of all time is here, which is the Imperfect Cell. This guy just wrecks everything. And yeah, this team just works. These two Easy A's might be my favorite Easy A duo. They are so good. Take these two into the Legendary Goku event, you won't lose. Like, they're so good. This, and you know what's funny? You would think it's the 17 that's the better one because he raises defense. It's actually Android 18. She raises attack infinitely. She can get almost as strong as you would generally have your Cooler when you get to that point. Because when you bring Cooler, he stacks infinitely but only attack. By the time you get to MUI, Cooler's usually at like 1.5 million. She can pretty much she can pretty much match that. Like, she can keep stacking and stacking and stacking, especially if you build her properly. So I gave her maximum additional. She really, really comes through. Plus, she has a chance to dodge, and she has a damage reduction of 18%. Yeah, right there. So this unit is really, really good. This team is really, really good. You have your insurance policy with Perfect Cell, a godsend in Super Battle Road, and he is going to be your best friend when Extreme Super Battle Road shows up. So get used to seeing this. And also, there is a pretty decent free-to-play side for androids. Can I actually put one together real quick? Let me see. Androids. Switch over to free-to-play. So we'd have artificial life forms. Actually, we'll have to do artificial life forms. Where is artificial life forms? This is the great thing about single takes. You can't edit this part out. Alright, so artificial life forms with androids would give you this, and probably this. Something like that. So, like, look at that. That's a pretty good team right there. I still haven't done androids free to play. I might, because this team could probably get it done. So androids all the way. Now, you guys know I'm a big free to play guy. I love doing free to play. I always say there's nothing more rewarding than beating a gacha game using free to play units, because it's essentially like cheating the system. They're trying to get you to fall for their scams and their, all of their bundles where you have to pay more and more money. But if you can resist all of it, if you have the mental fortitude to resist all that temptation and still beat their games using only free stuff, I think that makes you an even better player, an overall better gamer, and I have a lot of respect for those people, which is why I'm a big fan of free-to-play in general. Plus, it's just more satisfying to see more rainbow units, because when you're free-to-play, you can easily rainbow units compared to pay-to-play, right? Because everything is given right there. You can get multiple copies of the unit. You can open up all the paths immediately. You don't have to wait to summon it. You'll already have it rainbowed. So this is one of those rainbow teams, a Pure Saiyans team. And I just love this one because there are two duos here we can always have on rotation. So the Goku and the Vegeta. The Battlefield units, these guys are really, really good. They work really well together. And then the same Goku and Vegeta can be done in the blue form, the coat form from the movie. These guys also work well together. So having these two on rotations in their respective duos, everyone else can just hang out on the side. So we have the Super Saiyan Goku, the counter machine, the evasion machine, and then we have, he's kind of an evasion machine, the SBR Goku. This guy provides stat support and key support for super allies. He can also stun. So yeah, this is one of the teams that I enjoy using. You don't see it all too often, simply because lately I've been trying to avoid using SBR Goku. I'm still a little sore from the time that he utterly and completely betrayed me on the Super Battle Road free-to-play runs. Not Super Battle Road, LGE. It was rough, and it was hard to shake that. But yeah, man, free-to-play. Free-to-play is awesome. This is one of those teams. I wanted to also mention the Team Bardock, but unfortunately I don't have enough space. I only have 7 slots. I never wished for the 8th one, so I was not able to put an 8th slot here. But let me just do that real quick. So Team Bardock would be these guys. There you go. So this is another team. It used to be Ginyu Force, but now that Team Bardock is here, this is also my favorite. And then lastly, Artificial Life Forms. When I did the showcase for Artificial Life Forms for the first time free-to-play, I was instantly in love. This team is probably my favorite free-to-play team. It's got my favorite LR in Cell. He provides crazy stat support for a free-to-play unit. And then everyone here nerfs, supports, seals. We've got the damage dealer in the form of the Metacooler Army. This team really checks itself out. Everyone really works well with others. If there's a link issue, their supports make up for it. So this team really, really works, and I find myself having a lot of fun using this. Unfortunately, nowadays, no one has this as a friend unit, so I can't exactly use a friend cell, because I usually would. I just love this unit so much. But yeah, whenever I am able to, or whenever I hit you guys up in the Discord and I ask you guys about it, all my tunes in the Discord, I'm able to run dual cells, and I have a lot of fun. One of my favorites, man. One of my favorites.
Artificial Life Forms. Category Key +3. 100% across the board.
So that is it for my favorite teams. Sorry I rambled on a little bit. Just wanted to get this out there. A lot of you people have asked me, what is my favorite category? What teams do I enjoy using? So I figured I would do this video. Plus, I wanted to reaffirm my allegiance with Universe 7. I just came off a win against Mass Ningen. We had a lot of fun in that collab, and we both won with Universe 7. There's a reason for that, because Universe 7 rules. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below, and let me know in the comments some of your favorite categories. What is your go-to team? What is the team whenever you're in doubt and you jump into a new boss rush, or you jump into a new Dokkan event, or you're doing some grinding and you've got nothing else to level up? What is your go-to team that you enjoy using the most? What is your favorite LR? Just give me some of your favorites. Let me know. I want to see what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.